Hey, 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 it is Pamela Wimbush Katie, and I am here in Fort Myers, Florida, and I have some special guests. So Jen and Jen Carter and I have got an amazing gentleman who's going to come on and join us, and I've just sent them both some information about hopping on. That's what it's telling me that I need to do. So get on my live at 10. I usually do drive time. So let's see. And sorry, I'm trying to get everyone connected on here. Patience with us, technology. So let me see if we can, she is here. Jen, let me see if I can. It doesn't say that I can. I'm going to bring Dr. Steve on, and then hopefully, Jen, I can bring you in. So let's bring Dr. Steve. I'm sending an invite. And hey, Dr. Steve. Hey.
Pamela, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm trying to get Jen on. She is in here, but it's not allowing me to send her to get on. So
I,
maybe,
I know for me, when I first came on, down the bottom left-hand side, there was a spot that I could click on to request to join.
okay. Let me
So,
see if I can find her. Hold
so
on.
maybe Jen could see that if it's the bottom left-hand corner. I think it was like a plus sign with a guy holding his hand up or something like that.
Yeah, and I hit a guy or someone and
That's funny.
invited. So hopefully we can get her to come on. But in the meantime, let's see. I know technology, and you know what? We tried this yesterday,
Mhm.
and if we can all do it with all this crazy, anyone can do this, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if our kids can do it, I would think that we could do it. But I don't know. They're much more intelligent with technology than we are, that's for sure.
She says she's on her laptop. She needs to go on her phone.
Yeah, it has to be a phone, Jen. It cannot be a laptop. When you do Facebook Lives, you can't do it on a laptop.
Yeah, it's got to be your phone. So, oh, nope. I thought that was her. Hey, Julie, thanks for joining us. Um, so maybe while we're waiting for Jen, here, bring her on the video. Here we go. Woohoo. Life is good.
Life is very good. Be
There we
even
go.
better. There we go. Good morning,
Yay.
Jen.
Good morning, Dr. Steve. Can you hear me, guys? Hold on.
Yes, yes, ma'am, we can.
Hi, Pamela.
Hey, Jen.
I see
Hey,
you're
so we're going to all
outside
say,
enjoying Mother Nature.
I
Right.
know. So we're going to share where we're all from, but we'll start with you, Dr. Steve, to share your quick story about how, and you know what, I'm just going to say this, and I know I'm going to be all over the place, so that's my brain. But we would not have all met if it wasn't for this company, Singular. And we
Right.
would not all be working as a team because this company culture is like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. And it doesn't matter what team you're on. We are all, as we say, one team, right? One team, one dream. So just to let everyone know, my name's Dr. Steve Ralston. And by the way, I am a chiropractor and a wellness practitioner. And when I was first introduced to these products, the systems, the opportunity, I was actually looking for something. I was looking for a way to help more people outside the office. Now, let me just preface this before we go any further by saying we do not make any claims. We do not make any claims of diagnosing, treating, or curing or preventing any conditions. However, I've always been a firm believer that you feed your body the right nutrients at the right time. The body is capable of healing itself most times. And healing comes from within. It doesn't come from a bottle. It doesn't come from an outside source. It's your body working on doing the healing. So with that being said, I'll continue on. I wanted to help more people. And I was seeing all these amazing testimonials and people losing weight. They were looking better, they were feeling better, but more importantly than that, their quality of life just went to a whole new level. And I wanted a part of that. I wanted to be able to share that with people. Didn't realize how desperate I was. However, I did deal with some digestive issues for well over 20 years. Along with the digestive issues that I had this bloat or this pouch in my stomach that I just could not get rid of. And no matter how well I ate, no matter how many times I modified my way of eating or how hard I worked out in the gym, I just could not get that pouch to go away. Um, Throw on top of that low energy, my joints just ached and did not feel well. It got difficult to care for my patients. Workouts became non-existent. It was even a challenge to put a shirt on. That's how my joints, bad they felt. But I got started with this system. And in my first 8 days, I lost 9 pounds, 6 inches, most of that being from the abdominal area. So suddenly this pouch that I had for well over 20 years just went way down. And I was so taken back by that. However, the bigger picture here is what took place over the next 30, 60, 90 days. And what took place then was my digestion really started to improve. My energy level was up. Overall, I just felt like a new person. My joints felt so much better. It's like I felt years younger. And when you feel something like that change over when you've been dealing with something for well over 20 years, now all of a sudden you see this change to happen over the 30, 60, 90-day period. It was like a godsend. So I went on and I just wanted to share this with other people. So that's my product story of where we are right now.
Well, you said some great things. One was that belly,
Yeah.
right? And I
Mm.
think we all suffer from that. So, Jen, share your quick story as well, because you have a fascinating story because you have lost a lot of weight, but more than that, you are feeling the best you've ever felt.
Right. Yeah. Well, first of all, oh my God, Dr. Steve, your story, incredible. Wow. And it just goes
Thank
to
you,
show
Jen.
you don't have to be overweight to do this system.
Mm-mm.
You don't have to have a magnificent weight loss story. You don't have to be the biggest of your life. It's nothing like that. You can actually be like a thin person, but still suffering inside, and your gut microbiome is just a wreck. You know what I mean? I didn't have digestion issues. I never had that. I was pretty regular. I felt great, but the problem was I was just carrying all that extra weight unnecessarily. So my joints were like always like this because they were carrying all that extra weight. So they're actually pretty strong. But man, what a difference it's made. So I'm an ER nurse by trade, 25 years, and I've been working that type of stressful, type of job for so long. That fight or flight is how I've always survived until finally in 2016, I just reached a point where I was like over 300 pounds and just couldn't do it anymore. I was like 44 years old and felt like I was 64 years old. I, um, I was unnecessarily creating trauma in my own body. And I was being selfish by not taking care of myself first, putting the mask on me, and then everybody else. And that was my mindset, my key that I had to like figure out. And that's what I do today, just help people like understand, oh, our mask goes on ourselves first,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody else, because we're no good to anybody if we can't take care of this and this and this. And so ultimately it took me 16 months with Zingular's products, and they helped with my symptom control. They helped with my symptom control. I had so much inflammation, like Dr. Steve was saying. I had all the migraines, the headaches from all the caffeine addiction. I was only eating one meal a day, McDonald's, and I didn't even know how to feed my body normally. And so once I figured out all those tools with my coach and various other friends who are in this system, who use this system, who are products of the product, they taught me over 16 months that it was possible. And I changed my entire life, lost 100 pounds. I've gone to lose 50 more following a ketogenic lifestyle. And again, within Zingular's program, but never in a day have I stopped taking the products that have helped me with symptom control, carb cravings, sugar addictions, Diet Coke and donuts. That's how we rolled back in the day. Ridiculous. I would get off work and I would have 3 donuts and a Diet Coke before I went to bed, Dr. Steve. It was awful.
That's a fight or flight mode right there.
Exactly.
And rightfully so, because you were working a fight or flight mode,
Yes.
in the trauma unit, so you're boom, 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 boom,
Yep.
catching things, even your food, catching it on the fly. So
Yep.
unfortunately, you were eating inflammatory foods all the time, even though it was only one meal a day. It created havoc in your
Yep.
body's ecosystem.
Yeah,
Yep. So
exactly.
I love helping people in this type of world understand that what I did, we're not doing that, and we don't have to do that. And there's more people than just nurses, doctors that live in that world. There's a whole bunch of shift workers out there that need us and need to know that there is another way.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. And
Amen.
just like when I got on the program, it was, I was in full blown menopause. I had gained 50 pounds. I felt like the Tin Man. I couldn't get out of bed. I was crawling out of bed. A good friend shared this with me, and I said, this was my last ditched effort, really, because
Oh,
I had been on so many other programs. I had done the bioidentical hormone treatment. I was really trying to get to feel back to where I was before menopause. And that wasn't going to happen the way I was going about it. And I tried all these and I got on Zingular, and oh my gosh, I lost 9 pounds in 8 days. And you took inches, you said inches, Dr. Steve. I could shoot myself for not taking my inches because I thought, this ain't going to work. This
yeah.
ain't going to work. And lo and behold, day 4 was like, I felt like someone had like opened the door. I walked through that door and I never looked back at feeling crappy again. That's how I look at it. And,
Wow.
my full blown menopause symptoms, dissipated. The hot flashes went away, all of that kind of stuff. And I think I am the healthiest that I possibly can be, where I am today. And I have to say it's due to what you said, Dr. Steve, is working on your mind, and Jen, you too, working on your mind, working on your body, but getting the right stuff into your body and really focusing between here and your heart, and really getting in with a group of people and the culture of us all being together, and doing this because we all have something in common, and that's to live a great life.
Absolutely. I mean, that's life is supposed to be a joyous journey, you know. Unfortunately, somewhere along the way, we've been caught up in a fast-paced world where everything is boom, boom, boom. We want results quickly and we want to be on the go to get from point A to point B in like 2 seconds flat. But on the way, we know we have to eat, so we'll go straight through that drive-through to get that fast food. And unfortunately, it's just loaded with, toxins and so much inflammation that it's going to create in your body, not realizing that when you repetitively do something like that, you're setting your body up for, damaging effects further on down the road. So that being said, what I like about our system is first and foremost, what do we do in the first 8 days? We work on detoxifying the body, rid the body of all those toxins that have been built up for so many years. And what's great about our systems that we have, our company is a wellness company, girls. Remember, but we happen to get great results regarding weight loss, especially the first 8 days. I mean, we have a 94% success rate, and people are losing up to 15 pounds in the first 8 days. Both of you had great results, not only in your first 8 days, but after that as well. Same here. but it's all about getting that gut in order. You know, the worst place you can have fat is that visceral fat, which is the fat that's it's underneath your abdominal muscles, it's surrounding all your organs, because when you have that visceral fat, that exponentially increases your risk factors for developing cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, metabolic, conditions. That's just to name a few. The other fat that we have is subcutaneous fat, which can be right underneath the skin, under the arms or something like that. But the most important area we have to focus on is that gut. And what I like about our system, that's what it focuses on first and foremost. When you do that, you decrease your risk factors for developing those health conditions. Therefore, really, in turn, what you're going to do further down the road, you're going to save a lot more money regarding healthcare costs.
Yep, that's true. That is so true, because, you think that people, it's funny because people will think I have, great health care at my job or whatever. But when it comes down to, getting it, do you really want to be in that healthcare system? I mean, I personally, over the last 4 years with, the things with my husband and all of that, being an advocate, which you have to be in this healthcare system, not to say doctors are bad, but it's no longer healthcare. It's sick care, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, because it's not getting you healthier. It's just maintaining your sickness where you are till you get to the next level of sickness. I'm sorry, that's how I feel, because I've
Well,
seen it.
I got to agree with that. And I know Jen knows this firsthand because she was in the trenches, being an allopathic, model, working in that for so many years. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It is sick care. And you know what? Thank God that they're there.
Yes,
I am so grateful that they're there for certain times that we would need them.
absolutely.
However, there is a difference between sick care and healthcare. I truly believe healthcare is us taking responsibility.
Yes.
Personally taking responsibility. How do we do that? How is true healthcare? That means making sure you're eating well. That means making sure you're exercising on a regular basis. That means making sure you're focusing on what's happening in between your ears, your heart, your soul, all of that. Health is not just the absence of disease or infirmity. It's really much, much more than that. It's complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not just. I was just listening to someone on social media yesterday who is big in the personal fitness industry, and that's what he had mentioned. He had answered a question, and he said, health is just nothing but the absence of disease. Well, I think he kind of missed it because he needed to add a little bit more to that. That is not health. I can have someone who doesn't have disease. That doesn't mean that they're healthy. They can have underlying issues going on with them. It is complete social, mental, physical well-being.
Yep.
And what I like about our systems, I don't know if you girls are aware of it, our systems actually target those areas. I mean, we have some that target the mind, social well-being. We got some that target our gut, physical. We got spring, we got cardio, we have Zing, we have XR2. I mean, we have all of these that focus on different areas. Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing, isn't it, for a lot of people?
Oh yeah, it's a blessing.
I mean, it targets all those areas, and I truly believe the system that we have here on hand, and I want to say, if anyone is watching this, if you have not looked into what we have here, please reach out to Jen, reach out to Pamela, reach out to myself. We can get you some information on this, because I can tell you, all three of us right here can tell you firsthand that this actually took our health to a whole new level. So reach out to us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so share a bit more about your million reasons why you love Singular. how it changed your life. You know, you were a chiropractor, you have your own business. Everyone thinks that, you've got all these patients coming in, you're doing really well, but there was some underlying things that were happening in your personal life, along with getting your health back, but there were some other things that were a bit of a challenge at that time too.
Well, I didn't have my own business. I actually worked as an associate for another business, and I did that for 19 years. But it was a high volume office. I mean, we were just boom. We were taking care of patients, sometimes up to 100 patients a day.
Wow.
And it was a wellness type of an office. We were running on all cylinders. I mean, I was in the office 11, 12, sometimes 13 hours a day, 6 days a week, which was great. I loved it. I'm very passionate about helping people, improve their health and their quality of life. But unfortunately, it took away from all the other things in my life outside the office. It's like I didn't have a life outside the office. And listen, I'm the youngest of 6 kids. My father passed away when I was 7. My mother never remarried, so we didn't have a father figure growing up after that. So I did not want my 2 daughters to go through something like that. But you know what? It was almost as if that's exactly what was happening, because even though I was alive, I was in those 4 walls,
Yeah.
not spending time with my family, not spending time with my loved ones and my friends, so it took away from that. But utilizing this system that we have here, these products on hand, and the opportunity, I decided I wanted others to feel just as good as I did.
Yeah.
So I decided to become what's referred to as an ex-brand partner. And that's nothing more than just taking the products and sharing your story with other people. It's quite simple. I mean, you think about it, most people typically do something like this on a regular basis anyway. You go to a nice restaurant, you go to, a movie, you get something off of the Amazon or something like that, and, you share it with people. You like the product, you like the movie or whatever, you share it with people. So really, when you think about it, what are you? You're nothing but a walking billboard.
Yeah,
Really, walking
exactly.
billboard of advertisement. And we all are.
Yeah.
Let's face it, we're all doing it regularly. Okay? The only difference is most of us aren't getting paid for it. Well, what's great about this, ladies, is our company actually will pay you just by sharing your story with other people, just by advertising it. Okay? So, and here's my thought. I wanted people to feel just as good as I did, and why shouldn't I want that feeling? Someone was kind enough to share this with me. Prior to getting started with this, financially speaking, we were not doing well. We were on the verge of losing our home. But thankfully, sharing our story with other people continued on for a period of time. I'm happy to say we did not lose our home. We never went into foreclosure.
Good.
Earned a few all expenses paid trips with this company as well. And in 2020, I decided to retire from full-time chiropractic. And the beautiful thing is, I love chiropractic. I also love to continue helping people. I'm just now using this system, these products, the opportunity to allow me to continue helping other people improve their health and their quality of life. I'm just using a different platform.
Right.
And I'm not doing it in the confines of the same 4 walls like I did for 19 years. Now I can do it here in my home office. I can do it in my vehicle. I could do it at a camper. I could do it on the beach. I could do it on vacation. I could do it at one of our events like we were a few weeks ago. Okay.
Yep.
So we could do this anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And, something I want to say, Pamela, you had mentioned about earlier, what were the words that you used? It was something on the lines of, oh God, when you said something, I thought I want to make mention of that. Anyway, I want to say, the products that we have here, it comes with a 45-day empty container money back guarantee. So, for me, when I was first looking into this, that right there was a huge, huge selling point for me, because I thought, okay, this is great. I cannot lose here. This is going to be a win-win. Why? Because either I'm going to like the products, I'm going to share it with other people because I like the results, and I'll continue on, or I won't. care for it.
Right.
I won't like the results, but at least the win will be I will get my money back. I had an opportunity to try this for free, so to speak. So why wouldn't you try that for free? You know? So because it could have the potential to completely change your life and then potentially go on to change thousands of other people's lives as well. So I have more than a million reasons to be grateful for now.
Oh, that's incredible. Wow.
And you
Uh,
know,
it's been a
that's
blessing.
what you just said about, the 45-day money back guarantee. That was really what I looked at, because I had spent thousands, I mean, literally thousands on everything that didn't work. And when I said this was my last ditched effort to find something, it was that cha-ching moment of the 45-day
Right.
money back guarantee. I really did not have anything to lose.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to tap in really quick on the point you made about how you can do this from anywhere. You know, there's a whole generation out there now, which I love following, the whole van life movement, and all these kids that are working from their phones, from their laptops, and they just dig it. Like they're in their vans and they're going all over the US. They're opening up their cars, and they don't have the same idea where you have to have like roots or whatever. They're just on the fly. But they're also very creative, and they have that ingenuity, that thought. And so this is right up that alley. Like that's what I'm talking about. You can do this from anywhere. You can have that life and share away. You know what I mean? And that's all we do. I mean, I shared a movie last week. I've shared several restaurants. I mean, that's just what we do. And of course, I've shared my story.
Yeah.
And that I mean, it's just powerful. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, affiliate marketing, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, it is what it is. Like we're just sharing with other people. Give this a shot. Give this a try. You got 45 days. No harm, no foul.
All
well,
all of it is nothing but referral based.
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We have a really good business partner, and I just absolutely love her. She says, hey, it's a $50 business fee. Pick your pack. It's cheaper than Costco. And why would you not want to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a smart way of shopping. I
Yes.
Yeah.
mean, if you don't have an Amazon affiliate link, what aren't you doing, right? Why are you buying on Amazon and you don't have an affiliate link? You're sharing what you're purchasing. Why would you not do that? Why would you not do that here as
Right.
well? And actually, we get paid daily. Amazon, you have to wait 90 days
Yeah.
or 60 or whatever it is. I can't remember, but
And it's funny that you mentioned that because you said about, what you pay, the yearly membership fee. You pay that membership fee at Sam's Club, or Costco, or something like that. And of course, you get the wonderful benefits of purchasing their products, but you're not getting paid when you tell people about this.
You're
You are
right.
not. You are not. But with this, you're using the products. You have that membership fee. So having that membership fee allows you to get the products at that discounted price. Okay. And then being able to share this with other people. Of course, the company says, thank you. Oh, by the way, in about 3 days, you're going to have a nice check in your Hyper Wallet account for you.
yeah,
Right.
This club's not doing that for me.
no, you don't get that at Costco. You
No.
don't get that at Sam's.
And I love Sam's Club. I love Costco. I love those
I love
places.
it.
I frequent those places. I love purchasing in bulk.
Yeah.
I would also like it if, because I do tell a lot of people about it. I tell people about getting on, using the app when you go in there. I don't know if Costco has it. I know Sam's Club has it. You can scan all your foods and then just check out on your phone. Just go to the front door and show them Sam's Club has this. You don't have to go to the register. You can just show them your phone and then they scan your phone. The great thing about it is, it doesn't matter how crowded that store is. I could still get in and out. But again, and I tell people about this all the time. I got to tell you, I am a great walking advertisement for Sam's Club. I really am.
Well, you just told us, and I didn't know about that. I mean,
Yes, I
shared with us.
exactly. But Sam's Club's not going to pay me.
No.
Like you said, Amazon will pay you. But when am I getting paid? I mean, I have no idea how Amazon works, with that. I mean, everyone in my household does. I don't order from. But but I
You're
know
probably
that
the only
you'll
one in the US.
I have products from Amazon, but I had my daughters place the order or something like
Oh,
that. I'm not tech savvy, so
oh
you know,
gosh.
so I had
So
them
that
do
just
it
goes to
for
show
me.
you a million reasons that you don't have to be tech savvy. What?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, the nice thing about it is you're not on this journey alone.
No.
You're not doing this alone. I'm not tech savvy. We have a whole group of team or family. It kind of feels like a family
It
of
does.
people helping each other along on the journey. So, yeah, I may have a million reasons for this, but it's not a solo project here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're global. So we're not just here in the
Yeah.
US, we're in Canada and we're
The
overseas.
Philippines. Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so it makes it like when I've met some amazing people from the Philippines that, have been over to our convention, to our Zing Fest and Fling. And, I stay in touch with them. I would never have met, you know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
people that live over there. And
Hmm.
everyone is so welcoming, and I
Hmm.
think it really like working in the corporate world, you were like always looking behind your back. Here it's like, we're all on different teams, sister
Hmm.
teams, different teams, whatever we're on, and we all do this because we want to help each other.
Hmm.
And if this company does good, we
We
do
all do.
good
Yep.
because we have an amazing 12 bonus pools as you know um stay with the company. And I think that's what makes it so different. And we have such great leadership, Mark
Yeah.
and Rudy and
Hmm.
and Curtis and Russ. I mean, we just got the most. When we went to Fling, it was so great to be able to stand there and talk with the CEO, the
Yeah.
founder of
Talk to
the
them.
company,
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
one on one, like, oh, how are you doing? How's your family? All of that kind of thing. And they know your name.
Yeah.
They know your
Yeah.
name,
Hmm.
So it's just an amazing journey that we're all on.
It's funny you had mentioned about being in the corporate world. You had mentioned about constantly looking behind your back. I think the difference between this and the corporate world is you're not looking behind your back, but you have people behind you patting you on your back,
Good point.
supporting you, along your journey, and you
Yeah.
are supporting them. And it doesn't matter what team you're on, doesn't matter if they are and for those of you that aren't familiar with these terms, upline, downline, crossline, or whatever like that, that's all that means is people that are on your team or not on your team. Um, but what I like about this is even they may not be specifically on your team, they are a part of your team.
Right.
We are all, this whole company, we are all part of one team because
Mhm.
we are not on each other's teams right here, but we are supporting each other by doing something like this. And that's what we do on a regular basis. We're here to support you, to help you on your journey so you can help others on their journey. And that's a
Well,
beautiful
it
thing.
brings me back. You're right, Dr. Steve. It brings me back to like, I mean, I'm sure we're going to share this on our replays and just get it out so that all of our people can see this. But now they're going to hear your story, which we were unfamiliar with, how you just suffered from all that inflammation for so long. And people are going to think, oh, it wasn't because you were overweight. It
No,
was truly, there was something going on in your body, some environmental issue, who knows? But you had this going on, and no one would ever guess that just by looking at you. And so
no,
that's what I'm saying. We could touch, we're going to touch lives. Like no one can look at Pamela and realize she is dealing with and living a life with CHF. And
yeah,
it and it's like and tackling those problems that come with that, and living this amazing lifestyle with this system, had we if we don't share, you know.
Well,
exactly.
on that note, let's just end with this one product that we are so excited about, GLP-X. I will share that that has been amazing for me, as you
Mm.
said, because it's got that water. There you go. It's got that water management. See, look, I got my
Woo!
shirt on.
Nice. I like that shirt.
Um, but the water management of it has been amazing for me because I was, prescribed a diuretic, and I don't take my diuretic. And I'm not going to say I don't take it. I do take it every so often when I'm going out to eat, when I don't know about salt intake and all of that. But when I'm at home and I can monitor everything, that GLPX is my natural diuretic. I love it for that.
That's terrific. And another benefit, of course, is it gives you that appetite support. Same time, it helps with the carb management, and Jen had mentioned, she is currently following a keto plan, which is great because that manages the carbs, keeps it to a minimum. This is a product that is going to help support the carb management. And let me just say what Pamela had mentioned about that with not taking her diuretic. By the way, she is not suggesting for you not to take your diuretic. That's something that's your decision and your doctor's decision. You discuss that with your doctor because your doctor's a part of your healthcare team. But what I like about this GLPX is it can target so many different areas. I mean, it can actually help with the mood. It helps with satiety. It helps with, the carb management by bringing blood sugars either down or up to a balanced level. It helps with that inflammatory response in the body, okay, keeping inflammation down. It also helps you to feel full. So there's so many great benefits to this new product that we have right here. And let me just say, there's no other product out there on the market. There's actually a trademark ingredient in here called Iramin. Okay, they did 3 clinical studies over this. Each one was 12 weeks long. And what they noticed was that they found, what they noticed is that they found a decrease in the blood sugar levels. If I remember correctly on these numbers, the first clinical study, there was a 15% decrease in blood sugar levels. Second one was 17%, and the third one was 22%.
Yes.
Even greater than that, they found that the A1C levels came down. Even greater than that, the inflammatory markers, one of them specifically, which is the CRP, C-reactive protein, has been shown to come down as well. That's an inflammatory marker that has been linked to congestive heart failure, cardiovascular disease. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about decreasing risk factors for these conditions here. So it's a powerful, powerful product. And we're just excited about this because there's no other company out there that has anything like this.
Well, and I mean, to the point that we sold out 6 months supply in 10 days. I mean, people want something natural. They do not want to, they're looking for something that's a healthy alternative for them, to feel better, look better. But I am, it is so powerful that this is a perfect time to, grab, pre-order your GLPX, get it, and get that affiliate link and start sharing and, have GLPX parties with your friends and just enjoy, because that, I mean, like you said, there's nothing out there.
Right.
Nothing.
It's incredible.
Nothing out there. So focus on getting that gut in order with one of our systems, then add this to the mix. Just takes everything to a whole new level.
Yep. Our
Dr.
gut collective
Steve,
for sure. That's my fave. Don't go a day without it.
thank you so much for coming on and
Thank you.
chatting with us and just filling us with all this great information and getting out to our people. We're so grateful to hear your story and everything and sharing the opportunity, and just we just really appreciate it. We're so grateful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel blessed and honored to join you ladies this morning.
Well, thank you so much, and we will see you on the flip side. And we have Dr. Diane Wallace coming on Thursday with us. So we're excited about that. We're getting all the good people here. We're just having so much fun.
She is a wealth of knowledge. So if any of you are watching this, you definitely want to tune into that. Great information.
If we can be of any help, please let us know.
We appreciate your knowledge too, and thank you so much. So have a great day. Have a blessed one,
Have a good
everyone.
day.
God bless.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Stay well.